Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you will have seen from my last video, I'm healthy again, I'm hitting balls again. Luckily I've been well enough to just kind of play and practice throughout the week, so things are coming along nicely. It's not sharp yet, but it's not far off. I did spend some time here with my coach this week. The important thing is that I know what I need to work on right now, especially when it comes to my driver and 3-wood swing. So the reason I'm filming this video today is that I'm actually playing in a tournament next week. I've registered for the East Coast Pro Tour's Saint Georges Classic in Saint Georges de Beauce at the Saint Georges Golf Club. It's a lot of Saint Georges. It's a great golf course. I don't know if you guys in the Quebec area have ever played that course. Fantastic layout, really fun to play. So it's a course that I've seen quite a bit. I know if I'm able to figure a driver out and get off the tee, it's a course that really suits my game. Now I'm feeling good. Like I said, it's not quite there yet, but I still have a few days to prepare, and I really feel like it's not far right now. So I figured for today I'd take you through what I'd normally do for tournament prep. Basically just gives me a chance to see a little bit of everything, see if something's a little bit off, address whatever that might be. The goal when you show up to a tournament is not to grind there once you're on site, playing your practice round or the day before, hitting hundreds of balls on the range. It does happen if your feel's a little bit off, but ideally you will have done that stuff in preparation before going to the event, so that once you get to the course in your practice round, you can really actually just concentrate on playing the golf course. So as I'll walk you guys through what I'm doing today, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
So I like to start any day like this out with some short game, just pretty simple chip shots. Just getting a feel for contact and turf interaction, trying to hit different shots to different targets, different flights, get some higher up in the air, and from different spots as well. So now moved a little further away from the green, so more of a pitch shot action, if you will. Again, just trying to hit different flights to different spots, looking to hit a certain trajectory to a certain landing spot, just making sure that the feel is there and that I can get the ball coming out on the different trajectories that I'm looking for. Next up is bunker shots, and here I'm essentially trying to do the same thing I was doing with the short game. Just going different trajectories, different targets, hitting some high, ones that'll land soft, hitting some lower ones that'll run out. You can see I'm going to a couple of different flags here. Just making sure that if I end up in a bunker in tournament, I know what I'm doing. Finish off with a nice little dime that drops into the cup there. Then I moved on to plug shots. Now, this is not a situation you really ever want to find yourself in, but if you are in that position, you do want to be able to play it. Oh, that one didn't plug, so I'll pick it back up and there we go. So just a couple shots out of plug by so that if you get here, it's not going to cost you too many strokes. Next, I move on to a couple of putting drills. So you see here I've got the alignment stick kind of on the base of my putter going up to my sternum. Really looking for the distance between the alignment stick and the shaft of the putter to remain the same. This really gives me the feedback that I'm moving as one unit. Then I'm going to remove the stick, do the same drill but holding a towel under my arms. And then this way I can kind of get rid of the training aid or the crutch, if you will, and maintain that same feel. Then I'll go through my entire putting routine. But if you want to see this, you'll have to check out the last video that I did on putting drills. I'm a big fan of this next putting drill that I'm going to do. It's something that I do quite frequently. So I'm just hitting putts from various distances. If I don't make the putt, I take the ball and I pull it back a full putter length. So that's 3 feet. This really forces me to practice putts inside of that 6-foot range and get really good at them. Statistically, if you're good from within the 6-foot range, you're really not giving away any shots on the greens. So I'll just go through this for a little while, just get really comfortable with those putts, making sure I'm seeing the ball go into the hole a lot. Then I'm simply just going to do some up and down practice. So I'm going from one spot with one wedge, chipping to a few different holes, obviously just trying to get the chips as close as I can, and then I've actually got to go and putt out afterwards. Again, giving me the good practice within that 6-foot range. Ideally, I'm going to chip it to tap-in range like I did on this last one here, but I didn't chip great here and I had to make a lot of 5-6 footers. Now we're moving on to the practice range. So start with a wedge, get a feel for the swing. I'm just going to hit a bunch of shots, kind of get myself warmed up, looking for that good contact, the good turf interaction, making sure I'm controlling the low point of the swing, trying to hit some different distances, some different flights, nothing too crazy, just warming up. Then I'll usually switch to my 50 degree or my gap wedge. Now these are some fuller swings. Again, just working on contact, not really trying to kill the ball, looking for good contact, trying to hit those different flights. You'll see on a few of these, my fall through will change a little bit and be a little shorter because I'm trying to keep the ball down. Still just going through that warm up, making sure the grooves are clean. So what I do when I'm practicing is I alternate days that I hit certain irons. So on an even numbered day, like this one was, I'm going to hit the even numbered irons. Now the pitching wedge to me is a 10 iron. So this day I'm going to hit pitching wedge, move on to my 8 iron, 6 iron, 4 iron, etc. The previous day I would have done 9 iron, 7 iron, 5 iron, 3 iron. Onto my 6 iron here, really just working on tempo, working on the certain feels that I'm working on with my coach, just looking for consistency, looking for good strikes. Just want to hit the shots as close as I can to the distance that I'm trying to hit it on every swing. Onto my 4 iron here. I know there's one in here where there it was, let go of the club a little bit, but generally hit the ball quite well during the sequence. Now I'm moving on to driver. Now this has been the problem club, so I did spend longer on driver than I normally would. Not necessarily showing all of that here, but did put a couple swings in the video for you guys. Again, the feel of the driver's coming along nicely. After driver, I'm going to go back to my wedges. I like to feel like about 70% of my driving range practice is with my wedges. These are the scoring clubs. When I'm hitting the driver well, these are clubs that I'm going to hit a lot, and I just want to be able to control the distance, control the trajectory, make sure that when I'm hitting into greens, I'm getting the ball as close to the hole as possible. And then I go and take it out onto the course for a little while.
All right, so finished the practice earlier, went out, took it onto the course, played a really quick 9. Didn't really putt out or anything, just wanted to see ball flights, feel the contact. Still wasn't thrilled about it, so I came back over to this side of the range, hit some more balls, got a better feel. Feeling good about the work that I've put in this morning. I'm gonna head home now, have a bit of a late lunch because it's already about 3 o'clock. Rest up for about half an hour, and then coming back out to play again a little later this afternoon / early evening. So see you guys back here in a bit. All right guys, so just got off the course, just played 9. Really happy with the progress I made today with the ball striking. It's more evident with the irons and wedges right now. Easier power, crisper contact, hitting my lines much more consistently. It's getting better with driver. It's a work in progress, but I'm feeling good about the progress, so just got to keep that going. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to come back out on the course later on, but I'm going to take a break right now to have some dinner. I'm playing tomorrow at Windmill Heights. I don't think I'm really going to film down there tomorrow, but we'll see. Plans might change. I'll be catching up with you guys on Saturday again to continue the tournament prep when I head indoors to work on TrackMan for a little while, just to check my numbers, check the distances. Yeah, hope you guys are having a great day. Catch up with you soon. Cheers. Hi guys, Saturday, June 24th. Happy Saint Jean to all my fellow Quebecers. I'm here at Le Golf Club Montreal, getting some practice in indoors. It is raining outside today. It's not really the reason I'm here. I was gonna be here regardless. I just wanted to get onto a TrackMan, not really to look at my swing too much, more just to figure out exactly where my distance is at since the injury. I did play at Windmill Heights yesterday. Played in the little Friday money game there with a bunch of members. Shot a really quiet 65. Really didn't do anything special, but did make 6 birdies and an eagle. Took the lion's share of the pot in the money game, so there's probably a few members not too happy with me right now, but game's feeling pretty good. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but yesterday proved that I can go out and score even when I don't have my best stuff. Interestingly enough, club head speed with all of my clubs has remained the same since the last time I was on TrackMan, except for with my driver. Driver right now is approximately 5 miles an hour slower in club head speed, and to me that's clearly nothing physical because I can maintain club head speed with my other clubs. It's just purely a lack of confidence right now that's not allowing me to really explode through the ball. I am starting to deliver the club much better though, so it's a little bit slower, but the contact is good, the launch conditions are good, so I'll sacrifice a bit of distance if it means that I'm going to be putting the ball in play, and essentially that's what I was able to do yesterday at Windmill Heights. I didn't drive the ball great, but my misses, instead of being this wide, were about that wide, meaning that I always had shots into greens. Didn't really have to hit any recovery shots. That's really key to scoring. You just got to keep the ball out in front of you, and unfortunately that's not something I've really been able to do recently. That's basically going to wrap it up for this video. I'm going to stick around here a little bit longer, just work on my wedge distances a little bit, try to get that a little bit more dialed in, because if I can get off the tee and get my wedges dialed the way I've been putting, I should be able to put up some pretty good scores and give myself a chance. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Always appreciate hearing from you guys. Wish me luck in St. Georges, and I'll have videos from St. Georges coming your way very soon. Thanks, guys. Cheers.